Haley, can you put the kids in the shower? I got the TDC on. What? Oh, okay, I'll work out. The turkey is on the stove. I have an emergency update 5 with the Dave Castro. Dave, can you hear me okay?
I can.
It's weird. There's this, with these interviews I've been doing with you, there's this whole like Don Corleone vibe coming from you. I don't know if it's your...
They've been very cathartic.
They have?
Yeah, I think so. I'm enjoying this routine. But this one I don't want it to be too long.
Yeah, I don't have a lot of time tonight. My kids just got home. Cathartic, providing psychological relief through the open expression of strong emotions, causing catharsis.
Good job.
Thank you.
Is that a good accurate use of it in your mind?
I mean, for me, it's a stimulant. It's a stimulant. For you, it's cathartic. For me, it's a stimulant. But I understand why it's cathartic. Maybe you should have like a toothpick in your mouth or something a little more aggressive than gum. Can you spit your gum out while we do this interview?
Yeah, good call.
Shoe fly boy. The pig flip, Davey. A brilliant. Watch me work, people. Watch me work. Watch me massage the brain of the Dave Castro. The pig flip, brilliant to go number of flips as opposed to distance. Brilliant.
Thank you.
Did you come up with that?
Yes.
Or was that Stefan Roche? I heard Stefan Roche came up with that.
Stefan's not on our team anymore. He's working the games. He's worked closely with me, but now he works for training for the education department.
Well, I know you take input from broad spectrum of people.
I think I do.
So how did you come up with that, and why did you come up with it? I know it seems like the answer is obvious, but I want to hear it from you.
The number of flips instead of the distance.
Yeah.
I wanted to incorporate it in a workout like this and make it a small part of it. It's a real challenge. It wasn't a smart part of it. It was a significant part of it. But that thing's really heavy. And distance, like they all flip a little differently, meaning some push it harder and it goes a little further than others. So if you're getting 6 flips and it took someone else 7 flips, that's not really fair. So it just made sense to do not distance, just flips.
Oh,
See, they all ended up at a different place, a slightly different place.
You used the word fair. I didn't even think you knew that word. Cara Saunders, is she recovering from the great COVID? Is she recovering from COVID? She made a post today on her Instagram saying she only has 10% lung capacity. I don't think that's a scientific number. I don't think that's a number like someone measured her lung capacity, but that's what she's claiming.
I don't know, but that's a sweet shirt you're wearing.
Thank you.
Can I have it back?
No, it's custom. I actually lent this shirt out to someone I know, and it came back with that on it.
All right, keep going.
So what do you know? Do you have any updates about Cara? Is she pulling out? I know she's tested negative.
I don't have any updates on her.
Have you spoken directly with?
She told me I can't mention Sevan Podcast. That's fucking hilarious.
I am Shadowbanned, my friend.
This is the first time I've experienced that. I can't mention you. Hold on. Let's see if it does it again.
Maybe you should tag me more often. You
I
can tag
can't
me.
can't mention.
Tag me on my other account, Sevan Rinsta.
Hold on. That's amazing.
Thank you.
You're fucking toxic.
Oh my goodness.
This is hilarious.
I'm a simple man with 3 little boys. I love flowers and
Dude, I'm
plants.
gonna get fucking blocked. I shouldn't talk to you. I don't give a shit if I'm blocked.
Have you spoken directly with Carrie Pierce or Bethany Shadburn?
Carrie, before this, since no. So no, not since they both were.
Did anyone on the team reach out and offer them condolences or?
Yeah, for sure. We have people who do that.
And the athletes are, I don't remember which one it was, but one of the athletes posted that not only that, but you guys stay in touch with them and make sure they're doing well on a.
Did you see it?
What?
Watch this. Look at the bottom of the screen. Can't mention. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Oh, that's hilarious. Okay, let's keep going.
So you're staying in. There's
Jealous that you're in that club. How do I get in that club?
start telling the truth. Post some stuff from the CDC. I heard people on your team are checking up on them and making sure that they are okay. That you guys have a protocol in place, that you're not just like, okay, you didn't make the games, get the fuck out of here.
Oh yeah, for sure. We're not monsters.
Speaking of monsters, what's going on with the chip timers? Why was there so much issue on the scoreboard today? Why did it have Yana Koski in first place in the run for so long? Why did it take so long to update that?
Man, technology, right? If I had my way, we just use stopwatches. But the technology, when it's working, is so much more accurate. But when it's not, we're dealing with it, and we're making the right adjustments and accommodations and necessary fixes.
You don't seem stressed out by it in the slightest.
I'm good. We're good. It's just trucking away. Keep going.
You were wearing a orange and teal TDC hat the other day. Does that ring a bell?
Today?
That was today, yeah. Does that ring a bell?
Well, yeah.
Are you attached to that hat?
Gone.
You gave it away?
Gave it to Ron Ortiz.
Wow.
Miami based. He said when is he going to be able to get one of those hats? And I said, hey, it's Miami one. It's yours. Dolphins colors.
Holy cow. Do you have another one?
Nope.
Oh, okay. Well, if you could get another one of my friends is a spectator at the games, Brian Friend, and he said he really liked the hat. If you see him, do you think you could hook him up with a hat?
Yeah, tell me where I can find him. I'll get him set up.
You're a good dude, Davey. You're a good dude. What was the water temp? What was the water temp today?
Warm.
Was it warm?
Yeah, it was nice. It was fine.
Is there anyone? Are you seeing any surprises? I know you don't really watch the games in terms of competitors, but is there anything that's like? I mean, obviously, Tia won 3 events in a row. Is there anything? Are there any standouts or shocks to you in terms of the performance you're seeing based on the workouts you program?
Yeah. Hold on one second.
This is a great interview. I wonder if I was 60 Minutes if you would be doing this, looking at your phone the whole time during the interview.
Mal O'Brien's performance tonight was really impressive. Everyone figured T was going to go in and smoke that, but Mal O'Brien went in and won. That was impressive.
And how about Emma Carey?
Emma Carey was also impressive on the heat before, setting, I think, the 3rd fastest time on that event. The 17-year-olds in general are very impressive. The fucking Scott Panchik's time on that final event was very impressive. I thought people would be 15 minutes. Then when he did in 13 something, I was blown away.
Yeah. When you demoed that, did anyone do the thrusters unbroken?
Yeah, we had a guy do the thrusters unbroken, and he did it in 17 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Who was that? Would you say his name?
Yeah, I don't want to share our testing data.
Okay, understand. And did you say anything to Scott?
Yeah, I told him, fucking amazing job. You crushed it.
Awesome.
I didn't think it'd be 13 minutes.
The time domain of that workout being over an hour, and I believe there's been 3 other workouts in the history of the CrossFit Games that were an hour or longer, including that Camp Pendleton one was like 2 hours, right?
Yeah.
Do you have a max length you would do an event?
Well, you're missing one long one.
Which one was that?
Think. Oh, what you might have already said it. That's how much I was paying attention.
The Camp Pendleton.
Marathon row. Did you say it?
Oh no, I didn't say the marathon row. But how long was the marathon row?
That was 3 hours. About 2:48 for the fastest. 3 hours.
Holy shit! So is that a staple now in the games, like swimming? Like you should expect something that's like really long.
I think so.
You can't hear that kid crying in the background, can you?
Oh, you totally can.
Oh, that sucks.
Today, Princess Avi?
No, it's one of the other ones. Today you had 2 planes fly over. In the past, I recall there's been 3 planes. Were you surprised that it was only 2?
Hey, the leapfrogs are jumping in tomorrow.
Serious?
Yeah,
That's killer.
yeah.
That's breaking news. Does anyone know that, or is that a Sevan Podcast exclusive?
That's definitely an exclusive.
The opening ceremonies was amazing. How did Scott Panchek get picked to hold the flag?
That's a great question. I don't know.
All stuff that's below your pay grade, right?
Yeah.
I understand. Did you receive the flowers I sent you?
No.
That's a shame. What?
Your fans are gonna start. You're gonna start diminishing my brand by doing these interviews. You're not. There's no substance. They're substance free.
That is not true.
When you're talking about flowers and fucking who gets to hold the flag,
Hey, I only get to talk to you a few minutes a day. I got to get in all the questions. The ring, and by the way, never mind. The ring bar muscle up order was there. Why did you do them in that order? The rings and the bar.
here we go. That's a better question. Gosh. Originally, it started off as like toe to bar. No, it originally started off as toe to ring, then ring muscle up. Then I started playing with some variants, and the way the puzzle pieced together with what the teams were going to do and with what these guys were going to do, and the age groupers, I decided to put a bar there. Then I was going to do toe to bar and ring muscle up. But then I thought, wow, this idea somehow I don't remember when, with this concept of muscle up, but on different ring and bar. You know, people are always like, why didn't you have ring muscle ups this year? You only had bar muscle ups, or the opposite. Well, here was a way where we could include them both, and it's kind of a cool twist. And we've never done that. I'd imagine many people have not. And when we announced it as 42 muscle ups, I imagine nobody had an idea that this is how we were going to do it. So it was a cool little twist, something new, something different, with a great test, and I liked it.
And it ended up being 48 muscle ups, right?
I think it was 40, wasn't it 40? It's 12, 12, 12, 12. Yeah, 48.
Okay. Did you hear the story about how they were going to, I want to check to see the validity of the story. They were going to have Danielle Brandon run her own heat at the 550 meters. And they said, unless anyone wants to run with her, and Sam goes, yeah, that's not right, I'll do it. And Sam and Laura Horvath and another athlete spoke up.
Yeah, very cool on Sam, Laura, and I forgot who the other athlete was. Super cool of them to do that with Danielle.
And you guys were just okay with that?
There's a little more that went into it than that, but I'm not going to discuss.
Why not?
People's privacy, kind of.
Gotcha. Sam's already positive, so it didn't matter. I just so you know, if Danielle Brandon's going to be doing any events alone and you need me, I will fly out there. And because I'm a good dude. I was really impressed with Sam Briggs doing that, and it validates my belief that if she's ever at the games, she deserves the Spirit of the Games award. Jason Hopper, 16th place after 4 events. What do you think?
Man, oh man, that's so like, damn. That's like, we wanted him to be the future, right? And I think a lot of people thought he'd be the future. The present is not looking like he will be the future at this moment. Maybe he still has some more developing to do.
Games outside of the U.S. How soon will we see the CrossFit Games leave the United States and do like a
6, 7 years, 8 years, 8, 9 years.
And do you think Europe is the most likely place? Australia?
Probably Europe. And don't take me by my word. I'm not speaking authoritatively on those statements. I'm just kind of just winging it.
Right, I understand. So you don't have a city picked out. It's not, you're not in negotiations with Berlin.
I'm not making an announcement.
Right. Don't worry, someone will pick it up. It'll be in the morning chalk up tomorrow. Brooke Wells, I noticed that she had a slip on the rings and she was wearing an arm cast in the thruster workout. Did you see that? Arm cast is a little strong, but she had her elbow wrapped. Is she okay?
I didn't see that. She seemed in good spirits when I talked to her at the end of the night.
Has anyone won any money from Reebok yet?
I don't know. Not paying attention.
When Hopper was struggling with the thruster workout, Noah came over to cheer him on. That's something. Did you see that?
No, but Noah told me he waved me off.
I know
Noah walks over and goes, "Oh, he just waved me off. Hopper waved me off." I'm like, "Oh, well."
I think, as far as I know, you have worked at CrossFit longer than anyone who is with the company to date. Well, pardon me?
That's true.
That's true. And as far back as I could remember, especially in the early days, the whole cheering on other athletes was sort of I don't want to say a core component, but it was something that makes the L1 where when you take your L1, that's part of the culture that's disseminated upon the class. Do you think that is going away in the culture?
I don't think it's going away, but I fucking love that he did that.
And why is that?
I want people to be like I don't need your help. I don't want your support. I got this. Like, hey, you're my competitor. I want that fierce kind of just mentality towards competition. And so, I mean, I say I want it. I don't care if it's not there, but I like seeing it. And if it's not, it's not. When I say I want it, I'm not trying to artificially contrive it. So oftentimes I'll make statements like that and don't take that as I'm going out of my way to make situations where that stuff's happening.
Right. But people will take it out of context and say that anyway.
For sure.
I always thought that the era of the little man is over. But then Colton Mertens is in there at 5'4". I guess he's not little because he's 185. I mean, Chris Spieler was, maybe 5'4" or 5'5" and 145. But are you impressed with the huge discrepancy of body types, the wide range of body types in the CrossFit Games this year?
I guess I'm not noticing it like you're. Maybe I'll start looking for it. I guess some guys are big. So he's short. He's not small though.
No.
There's some really. They're all, in my eyes, they're all big because I'm fucking small. There's some short and there's some tall. I don't think of anyone as small though.
Tia's gonna win, huh?
I love that. That was fucking sweet.
Thank you.
You just bailed on that topic and just had that was good. That was a good transition. Yeah, I think so at this point. Sure.
She unstoppable.
I don't know about unstoppable, but she looks to have a pretty good lead going into day two.
If she wins, would you say she's the greatest CrossFitter who ever lived? Would you say her 5 victories, would that surpass Matt Fraser's 5 victories?
No, I'm a very practical guy. I would say it's equally as good.
It's a tie.
Her 5 is his 5, and so it's a tie. She needs to get the 6, and then I'd say she's had a more successful career.
Have you heard any rumors that she's retiring?
No.
And my final question for you is, how many Monster Energy drinks did you drink today?
I drank. So did you watch the press conference?
No.
I didn't drink any Monster energy drink. I drank a lot of fucking water. It's called tour water. Those cans are full of water. And so I was like, shit, it looks like I'm drinking. Everybody must think I'm just pounding these energy drinks, but it's just water. So they had them on the table. And during the press conference, I was like, hey, by the way, guys, I'm not pounding Monster Energy. I'm pounding water. And Tia took hers off the table. I guess she pulled a Ronaldo and put hers under the... But nobody's going to respond to her like they did Ronaldo. So there's that.
It's funny because it's
and
funny.
I asked her for hers. I said, hey, can I have yours? So she gave me hers because it's just water.
Do they sell that product?
Yeah.
It's not just for athletic events.
Oh, the water they don't sell. The sugar-free energy drink they do sell.
But they don't sell the waters. Those are just for events.
Yeah.
Because when Jessica Griffith won, or didn't win, but when she crossed the finish line, and we were watching the broadcast, you saw her crack open a Monster energy drink and pour it on her head, and everyone just assumed that she was pouring. Everyone's like, that's weird that she's pouring an energy drink on her head, but now it's clear, it's water.
It's water. Everything they're drinking on the floor is water. It's not the energy drink.
Gotcha. All right, Davey, 20 minutes of your time.
Hey, here's the deal. I think that's the case at UFCs. Those aren't fucking. That's not Monster they're drinking. That's water.
Right. Those are in plastic bottles at the UFC, though, right?
I think it's a combination of both.
I don't ever remember seeing can and a water. It's interesting. Okay, here's one more question since you don't want to.
It's not. Again, it's not like a thing. It's like only specific for their sponsored events.
Okay, since you don't want to, since I can tell you don't want to get off the phone. Okay.
You got me off the phone.
What about the rings being so low that Hopper and Fikowski had to bend their knees?
I mean, what about them being so high that Mertens had to jump fucking much higher than Hopper or Fikowski to get to the rings? I mean, it all balances out. You know what I mean? It's all there's things that are advantageous to really tall guys, and there's things that are disadvantageous to really short guys.
But why not just let each person set the rings for their own preferred height? Oh, because you wanted the length of the straps to be the same in order for it's the same difficulty?
Well, just the logistics of that. Play that out. Massive undertaking.
Understood.